I gotta ask the bullies something. And the trollers. And the Antifas. Y'all are all three the same. Y'all are actually marked on my calendar called terrorists. But hey, that's what everybody believes in now. They believe in the government, right? Hey. I got something for y'all. Oh my gosh. Boy, we just got troops landing in the Middle East, getting ready to hit Damascus, folks. Damascus. Didn't want to say that a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. Damascus could be in the fall that we start World War III. Well, that's not all. Just told John, shoot, we got a big problem here. Hold on, I'm having a technical difficulties. And I'm sorry I'm late, but I had a bunch of news come out of my yin yang. I don't even have to start another video. That's how bad it is right now, folks. And I mean, I'm getting slaughtered by slaughter robots. I've been dodging them though. All right. Yeah. All right, here we go. Thanks for the one like. But are you ready? No. Are you ready for the thousands of attendants? Not really. It's just one person right now. Trying to wait on some of them to come on in. I know it's late. And yeah. Well, let's just say I've got a story for you. And I may have to come back for it. This happened on Facebook Live on my channel, on my Facebook, just a while ago. Oh, by the way, I want y'all to be ready for this. Seriously. Hey, trollers. I'm the Stinger, and I'm Scorpion Death Dropping. The NWO. Let's fix this. So y'all can see a awesome truck race that I'm not believing. I mean, I tell you what, my truck, it hooked up like a spotted ape. Let's check it out. Enjoy. Let's get that from you first. Awesome. Breaking news. So much time, Americans. Either put up or shut up. Qatar will expand 2 armed bases, including we got an asteroid. US military facility. It's about to go past us in a couple hours. Is it going to hit us or not? Let's find out. Hope y'all ready. The development will help accommodate new aircraft and systems introduced to the Air Force service, including French Rafale fighter jets, American F-15 fighter jets, and Eurofighter Typhoon jets. Deputy Commander of the Emir Air Force, Major General Ahmed Ibrahim al-Malki said in comments published by the official state news agency QNA. This is what we've been waiting on, men. Men and ladies, we're about to go to war. We are in the Middle East. This, I feel chill bumps. Iran, you're going down, boys. Damascus is about to be demolished, just like in the Bible. Y'all ready? Gina, April, you ready? This is an uprising, folks. Who's ready? Anybody ready for this? I told you it was coming. All I got to say is, here we go. Anybody ready? Come on, say I. No, nobody's going to say I because they didn't see it coming like I did. Boom! Shakalaka. The development will take place at Doha Air Base.
Malky did not provide details about the project's expected cost or time frame.
Russia's on their way. Their ships are there, folks. Russia is there. China is on the west coast. So who is taking down the west coast? Is it Russia or is it China? That is the big question, folks. While this is happening, the west coast is about to go. They're about to hit the big button on the Yellowstone Park. They got a little button called the magnetic button, the magnetic field button that Rothschild likes to push buttons on volcanoes and eruptions and stuff. DuPont. Y'all ready? Come on, guys. This is the World War III party.
Bahrain and Egypt cut it
For free. I'm not even on my YouTube channel on this one, folks.
Accusing it of supporting terrorism. Doha denies that charge and says that the boycott is an attempt to impinge on its sovereignty. Doha has used the wealth it has accumulated as the world's biggest exporter of liquefied natural gas to defy some of the largest and wealthiest Arab countries. It has repeatedly called for dialogue with its neighbors, although it has strengthened its military as relations with them have deteriorated. Last December, Qatar entered into a £5 billion, $6.38 billion contract with defense group BAE Systems to purchase a 24-type.
And what did I say what we're going to fight for, folks? What did I say? I believe we said
to buy 12 additional gas aviation bases and an option for 36. The Gulf disputes mediation efforts by the
Syria has a bunch of oil.
Qatar and some of the countries.
Russia knows it, and so does the United States. That's what Trump in Russia was talking about in that meeting.
Nonetheless, Qatar forces participated in joint military exercises in Saudi Arabia in April in an apparent sign of some compromise between the adversaries. US President Donald Trump publicly sided with the Saudis and Emiratis early in the crisis, but then began pushing for a resolution to restore Gulf unity and maintain a united front against Iran.
So he's trying to be friends with Iran, and Iran didn't want that because Iran. So that's true. And right on that one. Shoot, this is awesome. You're getting to see it live. By the way, the British are coming. The British are coming. I'm not Paul Revere no more. I used to be in the play. Mike Douglas is cute. You've been kicked off. Every one of y'all get kicked off. You show up here and back out, I'm kicking you off. That's my plan. My goal is to kick you off. If you back out.
Indeed Air Base is a military base southwest of Doha, Qatar, also known as Amanakla Airport. It houses Qatar Air Force, US Air Force.
Send this to some people that cares about America. Constance White, you're in.
United States Central Command, headquarters of United
Sabrina
States
Wilson, you're in.
Command, number 83 Expedition Air Group RA.
Linda Ross.
179
Linda Dawson, sorry. Linda Dawson, you're in.
USAF. In 1999,
Rachel, you're in from Texas.
Sheikh Hamad told US
Dana, my friend,
as many as 10,000 US
known you since 1997.
According to media reports,
Felicia Parker Simmons, how you doing? My cousin Christy, that's married to a military man.
11 coalition forces and over
Angela,
1,000 aircraft.
you don't want to come back. Down, go.
Population base.
Lena,
relies to a large degree on external
Lena, how you
cooperation
doing?
and support for its security.
Lindsay,
Personnel strength of
Mary
11,100.
Tribbett,
Qatar's armed forces
Britt,
are the second smallest in the Middle East.
Billy,
France has provided approximately 80% of
Lisa,
the country. Since the 1990s,
Johnson.
Qatar has pursued a limited
Mark.
program of post-modernization. Qatar has
Who else?
$12
Jerry?
billion to buy an 100
You like war?
Patriot missiles. Qatar invested over $1 billion
Amanda.
in Airbase Southwest.
The one that I told a couple of years ago that this was going to happen, and she thought I was crazy.
At the time.
Nope,
The United
Jack,
States
I know the future and I can see the future, Jack.
$100 billion in military construction.
Let's see who else. Kelly
Construction of U.S. storage, housing,
and
command,
Deborah.
communication facilities.
Let's see who else.
Qatar's
Anybody else?
construction of a
Janet.
state-of-the-art Air Force base at Al Udeid and its granted
Anybody else? Shelly.
construction of U.S.-funded facilities
Yeah.
held deep in cooperation
We
with
rolling, aren't we?
military forces.
Jason, you've been asking to come to me every time I get blocked and kicked off for warning y'all.
Nearby campus, Salia
And
houses
I believe that's it, folks.
equipment pre-positioning and command.
The other two got kicked off for being an idiot, so yeah.
Both Qatar
There you go, Sabrina.
the construction and expansion of these facilities since the mid-1990s. And
Look what's happening, Sabrina.
Air and ground logistical network in the
They're heading
area.
towards the Midwest.
As a result of ongoing
Mideast.
operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, U.S. and partner nations
Looks like the war's gonna start in Syria, where all the oil is.
require further investment to meet current and potential future needs. Combined air
There's full under the city, folks. That's what they're going after.
throughout Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, and 17 other nations. In early June 2017, the Pentagon said that the diplomatic rupture and tensions between Qatar and some of its Arab neighbors would not affect U.S. operations at the airbase.
This is bigger than Top Gun, the movie. This is the real thing, folks. Welcome to my world. Thanks to Joe Han. He woke me up in high school. Look at that. Look at that bird. Yep. We're running out of food, folks. Medications, we're running out of oil. We're going after the rich boys. That's why they're coming after the Saudis. Saudi Arabia. Trying to warn y'all didn't want to listen. Either you don't want to listen or you're scared. The other, I'm not sure. That's a hurricane plane right there. The next story's gonna flip you out. Which I'm not shocked. I'm supposed to be going racing on my YouTube live, and this just come out of nowhere. Breaking it down, boys. We're breaking it down. We're breaking it down tonight, folks. Y'all ready? Oh my God! I told you the Sun players were coming. As we're on YouTube, on Facebook Live. Facebook Live. Breaking news. 6.6 on the Richter scale. We had 6.2 in Indonesia. And now it is 6.6 quake hits Northern Mariana Islands. No, we're serious.
Serious. We have breaking news. We have a massive earthquake. 6.6 has hit a mega quake. Has hit now the Northern Mariana Islands. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the earthquake struck nearly 33 miles deep. But this was a powerful quake. The quake originally measured 6.6. They just downsized it to 6.4. The earthquake lasted for 30 seconds, and it gave two major jolts. They could feel it all the way to Guam. We're still waiting to find out reports of casualties or damages from this earthquake, and
tsunami, that means it's submarine missiles hitting the Earth and into the ocean. And that's what's happening, folks. Not a real earthquake. It was another man-made earthquake from practicing war.
U.S. deploys large-scale military troops and heavy equipment to Romania.
Yep.
The move comes after Russia carried out its largest ever military drill in the region. Combat vehicles, including the M1A2 Abrams main battle tank, Stryker armored fighting vehicle, and Bradley fighting vehicle, were unloaded at Constanta port earlier today.
Wow. Big news.
The U.S. naval ship Carson City arrives in Constanta, Romania to offload troops, vehicles, and equipment from 2nd Battalion, 5th Cavalry Regiment, 1st Armored Brigade Combat Team, 1st Cavalry Division after participating in Noble Partner 18. USNS Carson City is the first expeditionary fast transport ship to be utilized in the European theater.
Shit's getting real, folks. No, I'm not fake. You are. That's one of ours. Say this again. I did invite them, okay. I didn't know if I invited y'all or not.
Hold on.
Because it didn't even say.
Partner 2018 is a Georgian Armed Forces and U.S. Army Europe cooperatively led exercise in its 4th iteration. The exercise is intended to support and enhance the readiness and interoperability of Georgia, the U.S. and participating nations during a multinational training operation.
Earlier today,
Provides leaders at all levels the
was
opportunity
so powerful in Indonesia of 6.2 that did cause damage. There's been an aftershock just a moment ago, again in northern Marina Islands, that one at 4.9. And of course, there was an aftershock earlier today of 5.5 in Indonesia because of that 6.2 mega quake that hit there. So they are continuing to shake and quake. It's a violent act on the earth. The pressure is building. Is it Planet X? Is it Nibiru? The 5 waves of energy. Folks, you don't want to miss tomorrow's broadcast. For the first time in 18 months, we are bringing back on the air. We're going to be interviewing. He's finally been cleared to come on the air to be with us. Mike from around the world. And what a perfect time to bring him. Because we've had 2 waves of energy of the 5. A 3rd wave of energy is approaching. We need to get some type of understanding of timing on this. And how powerful is it going to be? Because I understand it's going to be significantly powerful than anything else we've ever felt. And according to David Mead, when I had him on in January, David Mead said, in the summertime, we're going to see major earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. We did. Earthquakes have been everywhere. Folks, we've had over 10,000 earthquakes in the last 30 days. We normally get around 7,000 earthquakes around the globe. We're having significant quakes every day now, and we're in a solar minimum, okay? So the tectonic plates, everything is deep, everything is jolting, and there's been people killed, but I think the worst is yet to come. And we've also found out that these volcanic eruptions, there's 45, right now, 45 volcanoes erupting or spewing or smoking or ash or something constantly. And look at Hawaii. apocalypse, the ring of fire around it seems to be breaking apart. It's like hell is enlarging itself, and that without measure. So Mike from around the world will be our guest tomorrow, first time in 18 months. And we're going to ask him, listen to this, David Meade said that we would see these apocalyptic events through the summer, but it would get much worse in October.
I told
And
you.
what I'd like to do, I'm going to have David
told
Meade on again.
I told you October. Oh my God, I might be right. September and October is where you're supposed to see Wormwood. I don't know why he calls it Planet X or Planet Nibiru. He's not. He don't know nothing about the Bible. But I was right. September or October, Wormwood will be shown. I repeat, Wormwood will be shown unless the chemtrails have covered it up. Wormwood is doing all these earthquakes. That's what it sounds like. Let's keep on. Let's listen to him.
Because he was correct about the summer it happened. But I want to add, and Gilbert Zard told us there was an 8-year window that Planet X or Nibiru, or Planet Number 9, as NASA calls it now, that this huge planetary body would scrape by our solar system with such powerful gravitational pull that it would affect every planet in our solar system. Now, my question is David Meade prediction that October could be the apocalypse? I want to know from, I remember what Gil Broussard said, that there was an 8-year window from 2013 to 2021. All right, in the year 2021. 8-year window. My question is, right now, we're from Mike around the world, who did confirm to me 4 years ago that Planet X was the cause of the 5 waves of energy. What does that mean? And what does it mean for us in the next few months? Or how much time do we have before we have this third wave of energy? Don't miss tomorrow's broadcast at 12 noon Eastern.
Not a lot of time, Paul Begley, because they're unloading artillery right now as we speak in the Middle East, and I'm watching it. So, Paul Begley, Kevin Schiff, Edward Snowden, we have been on case, and I've been on fire for the last 4 years, telling everybody it was coming. Nobody wanted to listen. Well, guess what, Jack? You're going to listen now, because guess what? We are here around the world showing you what's happening. Donald J. Trump, you're a piece of shit. And that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. You're not doing the work. General Dunford is. And General Dunford is going to be the one that does the martial law and gun confiscations. It will not be a president. And you know why? Because the president is nothing but a puppet. And therefore, now let me help you out here. Therefore, the Rothschilds and all the 13 world banks have been the president. Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter what you are. You've been nothing but a pawn in their hand. And you've been eaten out of their hand.
Now, I'm going to be live tonight at 10 o'clock. Title of my show tonight, The Fall of Rome, the Vatican, and they're calling for the Pope to resign. I have information to share. It is pathetic what has happened.
That is pathetic.
The world we're in today. And I just did a Patreon video that's powerful on Warner Von Braun and his prediction of Mars. You won't believe it. It's only at my Patreon channel. But tonight I'm talking about the Vatican and the fall of Rome. Tomorrow I'll have Mike around the world and the 5 waves of energy and Planet X. Are you serious? Are you saved? Coming. Apocalypse is here.
Ha ha ha, he's right. It's coming, boys. The fight is on for you women and kids. If we we don't stop these rapists and these killers to the women and kids, we're in trouble. I'm not even done, folks. That's not all. I got more to show you. Y'all ready for some more? Here you go.
Any questions?
Are you ready, Americans? I told you to get you some food. I told you to get you some water. And I told you to get you some guns.
At the summit last week, all 29 allies.
And that's the bottom line, because Stonewall 313 said so. Give me another sweet tea. Screw your beer, screw your drugs, and screw your stupid bullying, devil worshiping ways, because we're going to slap them in the face.
This is in line with the decision we made at
Here
our
we go.
summit in 2008. And we will continue to work with you to prepare for membership. Georgia has made impressive progress on reforms, including on
I love
economic
it, boys.
development, more effective security and defense
More and more
institutions,
coming.
and modernizing
Right.
your armed forces.
It's here.
It is important that these efforts continue. The substantial NATO-Georgia package is already bolstering your country's defense reforms, including with the NATO-Georgia Joint Training Center outside the TPC. I also expect broad allied participation in next year's NATO-Georgia exercise. Today, we also discussed the security situation in and around the Black Sea region, and Russia's substantial military buildup in the region. The Black Sea is of strategic importance, and NATO and Georgia are stepping up our cooperation in the area. With training for Georgian Coast Guard boarding teams, with more interaction between Georgian and NATO naval forces, and with cooperation between Georgia's Joint Maritime Operations Center and the NATO Shipping Center. So, Prime Minister, NATO is united in our support for Georgia's security and its territorial integrity within its internationally recognized borders. This includes the regions of Caucasus and South Ossetia. And we call on Russia to withdraw its forces from your country. So, Prime Minister, once again, thank you for being here at the NATO headquarters today. The relationship between NATO and your country is stronger than ever. So, once again, welcome.
Thank you, dear Secretary General, for this very supportive and kind words. On my first official visit to Brussels as the Prime Minister of Georgia, we have held a very fruitful meeting with NATO. The government of Georgia is fully committed to achieve NATO membership. During the meeting, we have discussed the decisions made at the NATO summit. We have focused on how summit decisions move Georgia closer to NATO membership. We have also planned our coordinated efforts in this regard for the very near future. We have reviewed the most important practical deliverables of this summit. We are enhancing our cooperation on Black Sea security. We will have a more active naval cooperation as well as extended multi-situational awareness. Speaking Commenting on defense reforms in Georgia and NATO's contribution in this regard, we have noted that the substantial NATO-Georgia package, the so-called SNGP, is delivering results. At the summit, we agreed to further enhance this process in areas like counter-mobility, communications, and cyber defense. Next year, we will hold joint NATO-Georgia exercise, and NATO members pledge to participate broadly in this exercise. We have discussed Georgia's contributions.
By the way, NATO is a bitch. Just want you to know that right now. Okay, folks? UK and NATO has missiles. I haven't told you this on YouTube, but only on YouTube. I haven't told you on Facebook. The Walmart's is closed. The dumpsters that you see, the blue dumpsters that you see, folks, are none other than NATO missiles in them dumpsters, them blue dumpsters that they've been putting in at the closed Walmarts. Okay? I want you to know that right now. Hey, Antifa, hey, atheists, devil worshippers, I heard you're gonna try to rape our women and kids. That's why we're coming in. That's why we're coming in, but that's why the Marine militia's coming, boys. You don't have a clue what's about to hit you. We've been training since Helm 15. Let me help you out here, boys. And Lindsay, you want to, you can share the video. Lindsay, Hollisnack from Coleman to your little boyfriends, your little fat boy that needs to get his hamburgers off his fucking chest and off his fucking stomach. He looks like a dumb son of a bitch with an Alabama cap on. You tell that son of a bitch, when the lights go out, they cut the lights out, there won't be no more internet, no more computers, no more power, no more washing your hair, ladies. You're gonna be, wait a minute, Andrew was right. Now we don't have any water, we don't have nothing, we're broke. I want you to know this right now. You piss me off. You come at my fucking messenger and tell me I'm crazy. Bitch, I'll knock your fucking lights out. You don't even know what the fuck I went through. My girl fucking got raped last year and murdered by fucking cops, you stupid bitch. Roxanne Henry. What does fucking that mean? What does that mean? Henry? Roxanne Henry? What are you, a man or a woman? It doesn't really fucking matter to me. You fucking messaged me, Roxanne Henry, with your stupid cutting your hair and warrior. I know where you are. I know where you at. I know where you live. Give me the address where you live and where you work. I'll help you out. Your cutting place is near a used car lot in front of a Piggly Wiggly and Warrior. See, I know where everything is. You don't want to fuck with me, men and ladies that wants to bully me. Because I promise you this, I've got Edward Snowden in my ear, and they're telling me something, boys. They're telling me to tell you this. Either fight back or get the fuck raped. Because that's what's going to happen, just like in Hurricane Katrina. You stupid idiots. You're on my list. Don't ever fucking come at me and tell me I'm crazy. You don't know what I went through. After I lost Katrina and I lost Lindsay, I've been at war against the bullies, sexual harassment, and threats for you. I didn't friend you to date you, stupid idiot. I didn't friend you, but just to do this and do that. I came online to fucking save your ass because the UN and China wants to rape your ass, you stupid idiot. You really gotta do it. You really got your little cop friend gonna help you? Huh? You got a little cop friend gonna help you? one cop out of 4 billion Chinese and God knows how many in the UN, and then Iran. Are you really ready for this? And plus all the robots, it's about 25 billion robots. Billion, not million, billion. You dumb, stupid idiot. That killed all them kids in Cruz and Parkland, Florida, and then they killed the people in Las Vegas, and then they turned around and killed them people over there.
You're welcome, man. This is a live Facebook that I did.
Jacksonville a couple of days ago. It wasn't fucking guns, you dumbass. Did you see a video? And any of the shootings, did you see a video on that? No, you really didn't. No, you really didn't. The helicopters was driven by the UN in Las Vegas. They had the Gatling guns on there, overhead, shooting your head in. And who had something to do with that? Your stupid government. Because they don't have nothing to do for you anymore. No more jobs, so they're killing you off. That's the fucking plan. So don't come on here and come at me and tell me that I'm the crazy one. And you tell me I have tinfoil over my head. Bitch, you have it. Everybody has it because chemtrails are tinfoil. You dumbass. And if you don't know what chemtrails is, since you came and one of you, Tammy some Anderson, told me that I have tinfoil on my hat. When you said the NWO is the NWA, stupid idiot. That is a fucking rap group, you dumbass. The NWO is George W. Bush Sr. that started that in the 1990s. How much do you know, drug addict motherfucker? So Tammy Anderson, stay in Coleman where you're at and keep on smoking that pot or that Waka Flocka spice pot you got there, dumbass. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, I'm not done. And keep on doing the mess up there in Coleman, Alabama. Tammy, you don't know me, and you don't want to know me, but I'll tell you this, I've got your picture, I've got your address, books, and I know where you're at. You're in Hood, I'll tell you that much. Tammy, stay in that trailer park where you're at. Because I'm telling you right now, you don't want to mess with me. You came to me. You commented down below while I was talking to Lindsay. And I was being nice to her. She knows what's going on. She knows what's up. We talked on Messenger. She knows what's up. And Lindsay, I hate that you're going through what you're going through up in Coleman with your girl passing away. And I know what happened to her. I know her background. I know she's been arrested for meth. I know she's been arrested in Coleman for drugs. And her man, now she was in a coma. I know everything. You don't have to even tell me no more. I know everything. I know what's going on in Coleman. Just get ready. Martial law is coming to Coleman. I want you to know that right now. Birmingham, martial law is coming. Your bridge is fixed now. I told you after they was going to get the bridge ready, here comes the tanks. You can see them right there in Georgia. That's in Georgia. Just thought you might want to know that. That's Georgia, you know, home of the Bulldogs. I thought you might want to know that. That you and everybody else better start waking the fuck up. If you've not noticed all the callbacks on food and medication and everything, they're putting the real food and stuff underground. See, I'm supposed to be doing NASCAR live on YouTube and doing the news. But I thought I would go on Facebook since you fucking poked the bear. By the way, the United States is poking the bear right now, and it's called Putin, the grizzly bear. See, Putin is a Christian. China is not. And Putin is shaking China's hand and is about to backstab China just like he's going to backstab everybody else. Do you know why? Because he was called in to take out the atheists, the sexual harassment, and the threats. We work for Edwards. Not Carl Edwards, not Flipper NASCAR driver. Edwards. The one that walked away from the belly of the beast, from the pedophile government, to Russia. And Julian Assange is in Russia. Everybody's been asking, where's Julian? He's in Russia with his girl, Pamela Anderson. Who else is in Russia? Anybody else know? Anybody else smart? Huh?
Damn, I can't get to it, man.
Steven Seagal is in Russia. Chuck Norris is in Russia. I'm not done. Stallone is in Russia. You know who else is in Russia? You're gonna be shocked. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not even done.
Alright, good night.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
I will.
Governor Jesse. Okay?
Close.
Like I said, JFK is alive. JFK.
Oh, I don't know that. Damn,
About to
I
bring
forgot.
down the president, folks. And after they do that, the law will be in effect. They're going to bring in the bombs. They're going to blow up 5 cities. I've already told you the cities on my YouTube channel. You want to know the cities? Go to my YouTube channel. This is where I link into my description on my YouTube channel. Number 1, I am Rest in Pieces NWO Real News. Number 2 channel, live YouTube channel, is Scorpion Death Drop, the NWO Real News. And I've got over 400,000 views on 5 different channels. And I've got 100 channels ready to go just in case they kick me off for the 5th time. They've kicked me off 16 times on Facebook. And I keep on coming back like Rocky Balboa, bitch slapping Alvin Drago. And I'm not gonna stop. Seems like you know what I'm all about. It's nice to see you again, man. I've been looking for you. I don't know where the fuck you've been. But I got blocked. I lost a lot of my friends. Blocked you. They blocked you. And it was stupid. It was ignorant. I didn't even block you. They blocked you. They know that we're communicating about fighting against these motherfuckers. But it's nice to see you again. Thank you for friending me or accepting my friend's request again. I know you was probably like, who in the fuck is Dale Jr. Jackson? And you thought about it. I bet you was thinking, wait a minute, that's gotta be Andrew. How many times has he friended me? Maybe because how many times have I been censored? So all I got to say is I love every one of y'all. I'm out because none of y'all fucking give a shit. The ones that did pop in and backed out, you're getting kicked off of YouTube, off my Facebook. See y'all later. Y'all have a nice day. I'm out.
Well, that was one of the stories. By the way, speaking of, just thinking about it, the timeline that I have been putting out there on YouTube is really happening right now, folks. September and October, shit is about to hit the fan. And hold on, folks. This is making sense because Obama told Williams, and if you don't know who Williams is, that's Prince Williams. I had to pause it for a minute to tell you what I'm trying to figure something out at the same time as, and I've been writing down notes. I got my pen and paper out here, writing down stuff and everything. Ever since Williams and Obama spoke last summer, and Obama spoke to uh, Putin. Putin told Trump that Obama came to him, which I got it on my YouTube channel. Y'all seen it. Putin hanging out with Trump. I mean, not Trump. Obama, which he's met with all the presidents, folks. They've been meeting Russia for the last 40 years, folks. And they're going to sit there and say Russian collusion. Well, I got news for you. Every president has Russian collusion, okay? Damn. And the sad part is they've been trying to bring Russia forever. Forever. And they can't do it. They can't do it. They can't do it. This is what's going to happen. And I just found this out. Russia regains the United States respect. The fans, the customers, the everybody that hates the government starts fighting against the government for their freedom. And Russia comes in and saves you, folks. Russia's going to come in here and save you. I thought you might want to know that. China, on the other hand, they're going to cut our lights out, folks. Your Democrats party put the 5G towers in. Okay? Well, all right. Let's go to that. Where is that? Where's that? Where's my other news thing? Oh, there it is, right there. All right. And the ones that's on here late, thank you for being here. But this is it. Lord Jacob Rothschild discusses how his family created Israel, which we know he did not create Israel. Okay? But listen to this crap. Listen to him. This guy is the one that's controlling everything. Your fires, your storms, everything with a magnetic field button. I'm serious as a heart attack. All the magnetic fields are coming from the ground up, and that's how you're getting all your earthquakes right now, folks. From CERN, Switzerland. CERN, that big machine that's out there, is just putting electrical magnetic field all over Earth right now, folks. I'm feeling the earthquakes here. All right, here you go. Listen to this guy. I know you don't want to, but this guy, it tells you that he's crazy and he's wild and he wants you to feel like you're crazy. What is going on? Why is the internet doing this right now? Seriously. I want to get into this really, really bad, and it's stopping me. That's weird. It shows I'm live right now. 40 minutes on. What's going on? Let me try this again. Golly. Let's try this again. Just let me see if see if my internet's working on this tablet. No, that's not what I was looking for. Let me do that. Earthquake, seismic strain is going on right now. Breaking news, Los Angeles, earthquake. What? When?
This is Dial Boost 7 with an earthquake update. As you can see here, global incident map. Around Los Angeles, we have earthquakes swarming. I have seen several reports of people saying they felt shaking around the Los Angeles area. Now you can see there's quite a few listed here. Going back 16 minutes ago, a 4.41 listed here. Verne, California, east of Los Angeles, west of San Bernardino. I'll try to zoom in here as close as I can. Go to satellite so we can see exactly where this is. Golden Hills. San Dimas Canyon. That looks to be the region where this newest swarm is popping off. Several people talking about this. It's very shallow in depth. The quake's continuing to come in.
Oh my God.
Now we've had a 5.7
It's like the movie San
strike
Andreas.
at
It's
Fiji
gonna
84
happen.
minutes ago.
It's gonna
Ahead of
happen.
that,
It could happen
Mariana
tonight.
Island, a 6.6.
Oh my God.
So we have some
Oh my God, I can't even
decent
drive.
quake
I got
activity
so
here.
much going on. I'm worried. Oh shit. Oh shit.
And a little bit of swarming ongoing still in Alaska, but I wanted to cover this. If you guys felt this, have any information pertaining to this, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter.
I didn't mean to rape Johnson.
If we see any other quake activity, I'll make sure to update. But that is what's going on right now in terms of the quake activity. Southern California. This has been Dabu7.
Great morning. That's all I got to say, folks. Guys, I'm telling you, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I just got a message from my email. This is coming from Edward Snowden. He says another magnetic field about to be exploded, and it's going to be bigger. Wait a minute. Breaking news. 4.4 California. It was a shallow earthquake. That's not all. 6.6 Northern Marina Islands. That's not all. 5.7 Fiji Islands. That's not all. What? A 2.0 in Tennessee. Yeah, this is getting wild, folks. This is getting wild. Whoa. Holy crow. That's all I got to say. I can't even. We're going to have to go to Dutch Sense. Let's go. Let's go to it. I'll stay on NASCAR. Yeah, this guy is on fire right now. Dutch Sense is there 24/7. The quakes are going crazy right now.
And here's a 6.9 popping up next to the 5.7 within the broadcast that I told you to watch out for.
Yeah, you
At
did.
the start of the broadcast, we told you to watch out for this. Now the earthquake has just hit. It just hit at 3:51 UTC within the last 9 minutes, 10 minutes. So in the last 10 minutes, our 7.0 earthquake has just popped up shallow next to our big deep quake. If you're just now tuning in, there may be significant damage off this quake. And let's go pull our coordinates, and Loyalty Islands is the spot. Much love to my viewers over there, guys. I know I've got viewers in Loyalty Islands. They invited us over, actually. Somebody sent me an email, invited us over to come stay at their, they have like a resort that's floating on the water kind of thing, huts in the water, that, you know, one of these Hollywood type resorts. They invited us to come over and stay. I just can't go right now. There's too much going on. So here we are. Take a look at it. We're right next to New Caledonia. We've got an island chain, volcanic island chain, and we are sandwiched in between two volcanoes, Matthew Island and Eastern Gemini Seamount. Haven't heard of either of them before, but you can see where it is. So it's a large quake. Let's go look up the real-time buoy information and find out if there's any buoy motion. National Data Buoy Center, NDBC, is where I always check first. So National Data Buoy Center, see what we got going on here. They'll show in motion if there is any motion going on. Well, we still have one in motion technically from the earthquake earlier. Okay, that's going to go for 24 hours. This earthquake is too fresh, and we don't have very many nearby buoys. So the nearest one would be maybe 1,000 miles away. That's not good. We won't know if there's any wave generated yet. Let's go look at the DART buoys. DART is where I check second deep ocean assessment and reporting of tsunamis. And let's go to the DART map.
And if there's no tsunamis, folks, remember it's submarine missiles hitting the plates.
And go check over here. Yeah, okay, we do have one that's a little bit closer, just a little bit.
Let me do that shit.
Okay, it hasn't reported in yet. So it's going to be reporting in just a second, and we'll see if it's going to have any updated information on this. Just now tuning in, significant size, 6.9 to 7.0 earthquake has just struck in the West Pacific in our warned area during our warned time as a result of a push from a deep 5.7 this morning. So this morning we got a push down below. The push down below comes up. They've just elevated the earthquake to 7.0.
Oh my God. 7.0, that was one of the biggest warnings. Guys, I'm telling you, the West Coast is about to go, folks.
7.0. That's our warning alarm
It's
to wake me up in the
California
middle of the
dreaming,
night in
just
case
like
I'm
San
passed out and
Andreas,
I have to
folks.
hear a large earthquake hitting. Gotta have something to wake me up. The sound of the police siren probably would do it. So there it is, 7.0. They brought it up a slight notch. So 7.0, that's significant. It is big enough to definitely cause damage. How far are we from the nearest actual populated center here? We really need to figure that one out. Okay, the good news is it is out in the ocean, but looks like we do have a few small islands nearby. Distance. That's all that matters. 100 kilometers, oh boy, okay, that's pretty close. 70 miles in one direction. They felt that there, and they felt it up at Eastern Gemini. Likely, they felt it out for a few hundred miles. So this was likely felt over in New Caledonia, and maybe as far east. Well, I mean, we could even say possibly as far east as Fiji. Let's say the Western Fiji might feel that. Not all the way across Fiji, but certainly over to here they might feel it. 500 miles can be displaced. You can definitely feel a 7.0 across 500 miles of a stretch. The people in Japan are a good example of that. You get a 5 to 7.0 striking at the center, 500 miles all spread out across the entire island. People feel that swaying and shaking. Same thing here. It's on the plate boundary, and we've got islands teetering on the edge of a huge drop-off, which is a trench that's formed from years of fracturing like this.
Brad, no,
so
I
this
don't.
is just the most phenomenal way ever to be wrapping up this update. If you're on the West Coast, we got hit as expected down in the LA basin. Today, we got hit as expected over at East Timor in Indonesia, and hit as expected in Java, and hit as expected in Guam, and hit as expected in Afghanistan. So this has been a phenomenal day, and we're not, and hit as expected over in the Midwest.
I'm not even focused on racing,
A
guys.
couple
I'm
of
worried
these
about
real
these
time as
earthquakes.
I'm talking
I'm
to
driving
you
like shit today.
tonight. So, here's where we are. Forces created down below the plate in the asthenosphere, which is just a complex term to describe the magma down below the plate.
Fort 17.
If you are scared of earthquakes, you shouldn't be anymore. We're taking away the fear and we're replacing it with vigilance. You can watch this seismic force spread out like watching the waves in the tank. And the way you see the earthquakes, since they're an invisible force, well, you see the earthquakes dropped off along the way. So as the wave is traveling out, we see again the same size quakes spread out and away from our big, deep disturbances. Big, deep disturbance, then wave spreads out and away, and it follows the plate boundaries, which is why we have the arrows all over the world here. So starting here, if you get a push down below here, the force will come out and spread in 3 directions: west, east, and south. So mainly west and east is the way the force flows. That's the predominance of the flow as it comes up from down below. Think of it like an upwelling type pressure that puts pressure on the underside where there are cracks in the underside of the plate. That are the plate boundaries. So
I get 5 more likes, I'll come back, but I've got a lot of news to worry about. I'm going to go look at the satellite image. We got an asteroid coming. I want to go look at that on my big screen. I know none of y'all don't care about that stuff. I do. I'm worried if it's going to hit us or not. With all this is happening at the same time, wormwood is pushing pressure up on bottom of us. It's coming from the South Pole, actually. So we're worried about the South Pole, and here we are. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, get ready for some snow. We got cold front coming in. Yes, can you believe I'm just saying snow here in August? Northern America, get ready for a hell of a snowstorm and the UN coming in on you. You better have your guns ready. That's all I got to say. Midwest, you're about to get bombarded by the UN. West Coast, you're about to get, well, you're going in the water, but I don't know what else to say. But thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Thank you for everyone that stayed on here watching this demolition derby at Darlington. I cannot drive with this going on at the same time. I can't. That's why I just let the computer do it all, and I can't drive while I'm sitting here listening to demolition derby in the earth right now. But the pressure, guys, before we leave, the pressure is it's like a Coca-Cola, and it's to squeeze it, okay? And you're squeezing that bottle, and what are you getting? Pressure, and it's popping up everywhere. And that's what's happening with Wormwood. But with Rothschilds messing with the buttons and everything at the same time, guys, God is working his pain, the pressures and everything, but we have Rothschild doing it too. So I'm out of here. I've been working my rear end off for y'all. This is the second video, and this was a long one. And I hope I did everything I could for y'all. And a lot of y'all probably are not in the know, and some of y'all are just now starting to subscribe. I noticed. Thank you all, every one of y'all. I know a lot of y'all are subscribing from a couple of Facebook groups that I'm in. I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the troops that walked away from the pedophile government to fight for you. And that's what I'm all about. And atheists, I'm sorry about your damn luck. Y'all have a nice day. Thanks for the 6 likes.